Prime Minister Stephen King has indicated general elections may be sooner than expected. The main opposition party, the SLP, has warned the government leader against pushing the current regime's term in office to the constitutional limit. But a buoyant Stephen King implored a sea of party supporters at the launch of the UWP Castries South candidate Lorenzo Francis to prepare for the campaign. The political leader also used a bait-and-switch tactic to lure the audience in on a possible date for the poll.
We are bringing everybody on board because we are moving to the promised land. I call upon you as we move into this campaign, and many are wondering when will the election be called. My friends, the election is being called at the time when I call it.
Crime is expected to be one of the hot-button issues on the campaign trail this election season, following a record-setting year for homicides in 2010 and the continued violence on the nation's streets. Prime Minister Stephen King has denounced those he claims bask in the loss of life.
There are those who feel good when one is murdered. They feel good when a young man is murdered. But what we are doing is taking the life away of young people who can potentially make a contribution to the development of this country. And every time a young man dies, or every time a young woman dies, every time a young man is shot in this land, it bleeds my heart.
The Prime Minister has also called for a national commitment to peace, and despite the doubts of detractors, he remains undeterred in his call for a joint meeting of the House on crime.
Why can't we settle our differences among ourselves? Why can't we say to each other, I forgive you, let us move on? Why must we resort to criminal activity? Why must we take lives? We didn't give life, why must we take life? And so, my friends, I ask each one of you to recommit yourself. Recommit yourself to peace and love in this country.
The head of government and political leader of the ruling United Workers' Party says crime cannot be defined by the violent murders on the nation's streets, but the countless minor offenses that are often taken for granted. He has called for a change in the mindset and culture of indifference he says permeates St. Lucian society. Winston Springer Jr., HTS News, Channel 4.